Good morning, Alex. What a nice surprise to see you here in the park. The weather is so fresh and calm today.
Good morning, Sophia. It is great to see you too. Yes, this Sunday morning feels peaceful and the park looks beautiful.
I come here sometimes on weekends when I want to relax. I like the trees, the flowers, and the quiet air. It helps me feel happy and light.
I understand that very well. I often come here for a walk in the morning. Walking helps me clear my mind and start the day in a good way.
That sounds like a healthy habit. I enjoy walking too, but I usually walk slowly and look around a lot. Sometimes I stop to watch birds or small children playing.
That is a nice way to enjoy the park. I walk a little faster, but I also enjoy the view. On weekends, I try not to hurry because I want to enjoy simple things.
Weekends are special for that. During the week, life feels busy and full of work. On Sunday, I want to do things that make me feel calm.
I feel the same way. The weekend is a good time to return to our hobbies. Small hobbies can make a big difference in our mood.
Yes, exactly. One of my favorite weekend hobbies is reading books. I usually take a book to a quiet place and read for 1 or 2 hours.
Reading is a wonderful hobby. What kind of books do you enjoy most? Do you like stories, travel books, or something else?
I mostly like simple stories and romance books. I also enjoy books about everyday life because they are easy to understand. Sometimes I read short English books to practice too.
That is a smart idea. I read a lot as well, but I usually choose history books or biographies. I like learning about real people and their life journeys.
That sounds interesting. I think biographies can teach us many good lessons. Maybe I should try one that is not too difficult.
You should. Some biographies are very easy to read and still very inspiring. A good book can stay in your mind for a long time.
That is true. Another hobby I enjoy is listening to music. I listen to music when I clean my room, cook food, or just rest in bed.
Music is part of my weekend too. It changes the feeling of the whole day. In the morning, I like soft music, and in the evening, I sometimes choose jazz or country songs.
I like soft music in the morning as well. It makes me feel peaceful and gentle. When I go for a walk, I sometimes listen to pop songs with my headphones.
That sounds relaxing. Music can be a good friend when we are alone. It can also bring back memories from old weekends or special moments.
Yes, that happens to me often. A song can remind me of summer, a trip, or even a person. Music is very simple, but it touches the heart.
I agree with you. It is amazing how a melody can change our feelings so quickly. Sometimes one good song is enough to make a slow day better.
Speaking of good feelings, I also love cooking on weekends. On weekdays, I eat simple meals because I do not have much time. But on Sunday, I enjoy trying new recipes.
Cooking is one of my favorite hobbies too. I find it relaxing, especially when I cook at home and take my time. What do you usually like to make?
I like making pasta, salads, and baked chicken. Sometimes I make pancakes for breakfast because they feel special on a Sunday morning. I also enjoy cutting fresh fruit and making it look pretty on the plate.
That sounds delicious. I often cook grilled vegetables, steak, or homemade soup. When I cook, I like to play music and keep the kitchen quiet and comfortable.
That sounds like a perfect weekend scene. Cooking feels even better when there is no pressure. I think food tastes better when we make it slowly and with care.
I think so too. Cooking is not only about eating, it is also about enjoying the process and making something warm for yourself or for other people.
Yes, and sometimes I take photos of my food before I eat it. I enjoy photography, even if I am still learning. On weekends, I often take pictures of flowers, coffee cups, trees, and the sky.
Photography is a great hobby. It teaches us to notice small details. I like taking pictures in nature because the light is soft and everything looks more real.
That is true. I think photos help us keep beautiful memories. Even a normal park can look special when the sun is shining through the trees.
Exactly. A good photo can show the feeling of a moment. It is not only about the object in the picture, it is also about the mood around it.
I like that idea very much. Sometimes I take many photos and only keep 2 or 3, but that is okay. I enjoy the experience, and that is the important part.
That is a healthy way to think. A hobby should bring joy, not stress. We do not need to be perfect when we do something we love.
I completely agree. Another thing I enjoy on weekends is watching movies. After a long week, it feels nice to sit down with a blanket and watch something light.
Watching movies is one of my favorite ways to relax too. I usually watch films on Saturday night or Sunday evening. What kind of movies do you like most?
I like romantic movies, comedy films, and sometimes family movies. I prefer stories that are warm, simple, and easy to follow. I do not really enjoy very scary movies.
That makes sense. I enjoy drama, action, and sometimes old classic films. But when I want to relax, a simple comedy is often the best choice.
Comedies are perfect when I want to laugh and forget stress. Sometimes I watch a movie alone, and sometimes I watch with friends. It depends on my mood.
I understand that. Watching alone can feel peaceful, and watching with company can feel fun. Both are good in different ways.
You are right. I think weekend hobbies are not only about passing time. They help us feel more alive and more connected to ourselves.
That is very well said. Hobbies give balance to life. They remind us that rest, joy, and simple moments are also important.
I am happy we talked about this today. It is nice to hear how other people enjoy their weekends. It also gives me new ideas for next Sunday.
I am glad too. It is always pleasant to share simple things with someone who understands them. A quiet conversation can be as refreshing as a long break.
Maybe next weekend I will bring a book here and read under that big tree. I could also take some photos after that. It sounds like a lovely plan already.
That sounds like a very good Sunday plan. You could enjoy reading first, then take a walk, and later have a nice coffee nearby. A slow day like that can feel perfect.
Yes, I love slow mornings the most. They make the whole weekend feel longer and sweeter. I think people need more quiet time in their lives.
I agree completely. Quiet time helps us think, breathe, and notice what really matters. In a busy world, calm hobbies are a gift.
Thank you for this conversation, Alex. It was simple but really meaningful to me. I feel even more relaxed now.
Thank you too, Sophia. I enjoyed every part of our talk. I hope your Sunday stays peaceful, warm, and full of small, happy moments.
I hope the same for you. Enjoy your walk and maybe your cooking later. See you again soon in the park.
Thank you, Sophia. Enjoy your book, your music, and your beautiful Sunday. See you again soon.